The day itself arrived, my operation day. In fact, I was so happy I had to do it. But when it got to the day itself, I tell you, butterflies in my belly, butterflies in my belly. Hey. Butterflies, Ankasa. I was really scared. What if this is my last day on earth? And the fact is that I've not even told my parents I was going to do this procedure, you know. So me dying, like, I don't have the chance to even talk to my parents. I don't have the chance to talk to my friends. Nobody. The only person who knew was my twin sister. Because I didn't want to scare them to feel like I was going to die or something. Like, I didn't want to scare them, for them to feel like their child is going to die. I felt something like a lighter being used inside my ear to break something or to stop something. I don't know what exactly they were doing, but they were cutting stuff with knives, with scissors, with breaking stuff and straightening stuff and lightening stuff, and a whole lot of mixed feelings. I could feel everything that was there, but just that I couldn't feel the pain. And after all of it, it was sewn. My ears were sewn back with the medical stitches. But all you know, I still survived. So I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process of everything I went through, the consultation, how I felt, how I had to look at other videos to encourage myself, how I have to encourage myself, and getting motivation from friends and family to be able to go through this process. Stay tuned. Let me flex more. I had about 3 different consultations. The first one took place in 2018. That was before my internship in 2019. Late 2018, at a different hospital. It was a private hospital, and I wasn't so sure and confident because I felt I wanted to do it at a big government hospital, so that in case of any risk, I can be able to be saved. I was a bit scared about the fact that the man was not even sure if I should do it at a clinic here in France or in Belgium. But for my second consultation, which was my main consultation, I had to start all over because this time around, the consultation was in January 2021, and it was smooth, and I was asked my goal towards like what I wanted to achieve. I told them that one of my ear does not have the shape, and one has the shape, but is a little bit away from my head. So they should look at what is best to solve the issue. So the doctor looked at it and was like, okay, the right one has a lot of issue, but the left one does not have much. So we can choose either to work on it or not work on it at all. But mostly when we work on only one ear, it happens that the other ear may have an issue or not, so they'll see what to do. But in the end, they had to work on the 2. They had to explain to me the scientific background behind the reason why people face this issue genetically, and so on and so forth. So to start with my explanation, as I'm not a medical practitioner, I don't know too much into details, but with a little I got from my consultation is what I'm going to explain. So please, nobody should come and say, what you're saying is not the right thing. For me, whatever I was told is what I am coming to say in this video. So please, haters, Step back a little.
When people hear of plastic surgery, they say, you have money, and then you don't like the way God created you, and But well, it's a way people use to correct a deformed part of their body or to look more confident. In my case, it was otoplasty, an ear corrective procedure to correct the shape of my ears, and I lacked the anti-helical fold. As we can see in the picture, these are different kinds of folds in the ear that a normal ear is supposed to have, but it was just unfortunate that I didn't have a correct anti-helical fold on one of my ears, so I had to go for this procedure. So as we can see in the following pictures, we can see that each of them had different defect.
So with my second consultation, I was given to a specialist in working with one ear, because usually people with such otoplastic defects, the defects that come before you perform the otoplastic, with the ears coming to the front, have both ears coming to the front, but mine is so strange that one is okay and one has no structure and is coming to the front. It wants to be used to fan in the fire. But well, one was like that. So they had to look for a specialist that specializes mainly on one ear, working with people who have issues with only one ear, maybe through accident or normal birth defect or genetics or anything that comes with otoplasty. So they transferred me to this doctor, and she also confirmed that only one of my ears has that defect, but the two has to be worked on. So she told me she's going to be my surgeon. So I was happy and sad at the same time, because anything that comes up with surgery, everyone is very scared. You're afraid you could die. What if I die? I actually asked myself those questions. But all in all, everything is fine, and I'm sitting here talking to you guys today, meaning everything went smoothly. So this doctor told me that I should choose a date, and then I can go through this procedure. I finally looked at my schedules and booked for my date. And to go through this, you need either between 2,000 and 5,000 euros, based on your situation, how complex your situation is going to be, if they have to form a whole ear on, if they have to adjust it, if they have to do many procedures and that. And if you have a complimentary insurance you pay for, then your matter can be solved for you. And in this case, I had my complimentary insurance, so I was saved. Yeah, so that is a profit of, or the benefits of having a complimentary insurance. The day itself arrived, my operation day. In fact, I was so happy I had to do it, but when it got to the day itself, I tell you, butterflies in my belly, butterflies in my belly. Hey. Butterflies, Ankasa. I was really scared. What if this is my last day on earth? And the fact is that I've not even told my parents I was going to do this procedure, you know. So me dying, like, I don't have the chance to even talk to my parents. I don't have the chance to talk to my friends. Nobody. The only person who knew was my twin sister, because I didn't want to scare them to feel like I was going to die or something. Like, I didn't want to scare them, for them to feel like their child is going to die or something like that. So, but all in all, I still survived. So that morning when I arrived at the hospital, I arrived 2 hours earlier, but actually the operation went on after 4 hours of waiting at the hospital. I went too early, I think. But then it was all good, because it helped to calm me down and everything. So I was given a wear, like a long coat, a scarf on my head, and nose mask, because I would not have to wear anymore this normal nose mask that has to pull your ears forward. I cannot wear that kind of nose mask anymore. So the nurse brought me the one that you have to tie behind, brought me shoes and a trouser to make myself lively. And I called my sister, and then finally was the time to get into the operation room. When I went, the nurse was so calm. They even played music at the surgery room, and I was even surprised. They asked me if I wanted music. I said yes, and that calmed me down. Everything was normal, like there was nothing happening. So I was cleaned with some alcohol, and then after that, it numbed the part of my ear, around my ear, and the doctor told me she was about to start it. So I could feel blood draining. I could feel every movement. I could see it when my ear was dragged forward, when some of the stitches or some of the stuff in my ear, I thought I felt something like a lighter being used inside my ear to break something or to stop something. I don't know what exactly they were doing, but they were cutting stuff with knives, with scissors, with breaking stuff and straightening stuff and lightening stuff and a whole lot of mixed things. I could feel everything that was there, but just that I couldn't feel the pain. And after all of it, it was sewn. My ears were sewn back with the medical stitches. And then they moved on to the next one to work on. But the next one, they said not too much work. So that didn't take more than this. And so and the entire surgery did not take more than an hour. My right ear that had a major problem, I would say more than 40 minutes was used. And then the left one, not very much. Like 15 minutes and they were done. The whole surgery did not take more than an hour. So you can see in my videos that this was how I looked like with the bandages. So you can see, my pictures of the bandage and how I was looking. I had to walk like that, so I had to cover myself up like a Muslim. That will be coming up in my very next video. And I even had to dress as such even for the next 3 months, until I had to fully take off my headband. So actually, after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, the medical headband was replaced with a normal sports or normal headband, which I had to use for the next 2 months to ensure that my ear does not drag itself forward naturally, or does not, in case anybody touches it, or if I sleep, I may not sleep well and it will come back to its own state again because it's not really healed. During this corona period, it's essential to go out with your nose mask. I cannot say because I had surgery, I will not put on my nose mask and I can contract COVID. I had to clean the back of my ears daily. Before that, when the medical band was in, I was not allowed to put in water of any sort behind my ear or around my head. I don't have to wash my head for the next 3 weeks. So if you want to consider this operation, know that you could go through that's if you are somebody who likes washing your hair a lot, maybe every day or every week. You would have to abstain from water for the next 3 weeks. All in all, I'm grateful and thankful for life, that life brought me to this place, that life brought me to have the opportunity to change something that has been worrying me for many years. So, friends, see you in the next video for how I had to dress like a Muslim during this period. It was nice too, and simple and easygoing. And in fact, I had some Muslim guys crashing on me. Stay tuned.